Do you know what the fastest way to connect to your WordPress site's files is? I'll give you a hint. It's not the hosting account's file manager. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to set up FTP access to your website's files. Hi, my name is Bjorn from WPLearningLab, and let's get started. If you've been looking for another way to connect to your websites that's not through the website dashboard in your hosting account, then this is your video. We're going to connect via FTP. FTP is short for File Transfer Protocol, and it allows you to connect to websites from a software application on your computer. You don't need to log into the file manager of your hosting account or the cPanel of your hosting account. To set up an FTP account, which you do through your hosting account, you have to do that first. We go to SiteGround. In my case, you go to whichever your hosting account is, and you find something called FTP accounts. When you open that up, and all you have to do is enter a username. It's going to be something that you enter, and it's going to be at your website, and then you enter a password, and you have an entry like we see down here. So I have as mine secret access at WPLearningLab.com. I'm going to delete this right after this video because I don't want people knowing what that is. Often you will see companies have this as FTP at their website.com for FTP access. That is super easy to guess. So if someone wanted to hack that website, guess what the very first thing is they would guess as the FTP username? FTP at the website.com. So I recommend you put something different. Like I put secret access, you could put Bananarama, you could put orange mangoes, whatever you want. It might look unprofessional, but it's not going to be guessable by random people. Then your password is going to be a good password too. Then click on create, and you have this entry down here. What you need to connect to FTP is the account name you created, the password, the host name, and the port. Those are the three things. And SiteGround here recommends Filezilla, which is one I've been using for a long, long time. It's free to download. Just go to filezilla.com, and they are available for all platforms, it says right here. So I assume it's going to be working for your platform, whatever it is. When we open that up, Filezilla, once we open it up, we can quick connect here with those 4 pieces of information that we just saw on the hosting account, or you can go to File, Site Manager, create a new site, call it WP Learning Lab. As you can tell, this is a fresh install of Filezilla for this video, but I've been using this for quite a while. The host is going to be right here. I'm actually going to enter my password first because it's still in the clipboard. So password, I'll enter down here, and then the username, I'll just do it backwards. Username is this one. These are the 2 things that we create. Then the host name is this one right here. Put that in for the host field. Port is 21. Put that in there. And this is regular FTP protocol. It's not SFTP, which is secure. Some hosts provide that access, some don't. Click on connect when you're ready, or just OK to save it. I'll just go click OK for now. I'm going to check yes to save passwords. This is going to make it so you have to re-enter the password every time. You could say no, don't save. Then you have to re-enter the password. This is for if you're using shared computers or if people have access to your computer that you don't want to have access to the back end of your websites. You can also have passwords protected by a master password, which means you don't have to re-enter each password for each website. You just have to enter your master password, then it would connect. I'm the only one who uses this computer, so I'll just click on Save Passwords. And now we have the ability to just quickly connect to our website. So to connect, we do have to go back into that dialog box we were just in. I chose to click OK just to save and set that that password, either save password or don't save password, that we just did a moment ago. Then you click on the file, or sorry, the website that you want to connect to, in my case, WP Learning Lab. Click on connect, and now it's going to reach out to SiteGround and connect. And this website is secured with an SSL from Let's Encrypt, so you might be getting a message like this. The paid SSLs are still more thorough than Let's Encrypt SSLs, just so you know. And while we're waiting to connect, if you're finding value from this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button to let me know. You can also subscribe if you don't want to miss future videos. And now that we're connected to our FTP, let's get back into the video. And now we've connected. And here is the file listing, the folder listing from inside of our SiteGround dashboard. And this is directly to WPLearningLab.com. So you could have a different FTP login for every one of your websites, or you could have one to the main root of your hosting account. Usually, like with shared hosting with SiteGround, I have one called Let's Build WP, That's the main one. That's what I registered the account with. Then all the rest are add-ons. And so you can have FTP Access to go to the main one, then you'd see all the add-on sites listed here, or you can just go to the specific site like we've done in this example. And now the big benefit of using FTPs is you don't need to always open a browser and log into the file manager. If you're going to upload a big file using the file manager, and if for some reason it's interrupted, you have to restart. Whereas with an FTP account, you don't. And I want to just show you the file directory here. We can see the main one for the WordPress, actually for a website, not just WordPress. Then you have WP admin for WordPress, WP content, WP includes, and that's the folder structure. And down here we have the files. So if we go to public_HTML, it shows all the files. In there, you recognize some of these as default WordPress files, like for example, WP config and WP, lots of different things. And then as you click on the folders, it goes into those folders. So these are all the files in the admin folder, all the folders and files inside WP content. So on the right side is our website, which you can see up here is the URL. On the left is our computer. And this is the regular file system on our computer. So you can find a file and then you can just drag and drop it over onto your website. And we see, it's really quick. And we see the upload took 1 second right there. And now we have that picture on our server. And that's how easy it is to pass files up and down. And I used to use this a lot more when I was developing websites by hand, coding by hand, and making various files and theme files and plugin files and stuff like that. Nowadays, I don't use it so much anymore, but I still use FTP Access quite a bit because once you get used to it, it's a whole lot faster than going into various hosting accounts and doing what you have to do. And if you use any kind of automation software, like on my Mac, I use Keyboard Maestro a lot. You can also automate a lot of work that you do with Filezilla or another FTP client to upload and download files as you program your computer to do. So it can be a lot of time savings using FTPs, and there's really very little drawback once you're used to working with them. They're quite good. So now that we've uploaded that file, we can actually also download it. You can upload and download just as easily as you want. We're downloading the file in the same folder, and it's already there, so it's complaining it's going to overwrite it. There's a bunch of different options you could do. And you can drag and drop both directions, and you can do entire folders. I could drag and drop the entire public_HTML site to my hard drive and just back up the whole thing. Not the whole thing. Back up all the files of the WordPress site, but not the database, just by dragging and dropping, and it's super simple. And that's really all you do with FTP clients. It's a very specialized software, and once you're used to working with it, it's pretty convenient. To disconnect, just click on the X. Now we're disconnected from the site. We see the right side is blank. To reconnect to the most recent site you were logged into, just click on this little check mark here. That's with Filezilla. Other FTP clients might work differently, but with Filezilla, you just reconnect super easily like that to the most recent site that you were on. And that's about all there is to FTP clients. They're really useful and they're really easy to use. Next up, check out this playlist right here. It's full of admin tweaks you can do on your WordPress site to customize it to your needs. And if you haven't done so yet, click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. My name is Bjorn from WP Learning Lab. Until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.